as in lifting weights. My arm, because I've been taking creatine for the last week now. I don't know if it's just a placebo effect, but man, you can feel it. Like my arms feel so like, I don't know, you can't really, they feel so, I mean, I'm still obviously extremely fat, but my arms feel so like, just full right now. It's a heavy feeling. I don't know what, these lights, man. So yeah, I'm a bit red-faced. I've got some sort of spots break out on my face for some reason. But yeah, we're doing some cardio. It is, what day is it? It's Thursday the 15th of February, 2024. Whew, man, I am lethargic today. Didn't sleep very well again. Surprise, surprise. But then I kind of fell asleep, and I think I went into like some sort of mad deep sleep, because when I woke up, oh my god, it felt like I've been, I don't know, drugged or something. I mean, I don't know what that feels like, to be honest with you, but at all. But I felt like just my head just felt all like fuzzy. I don't know how to explain it. Hold on, just gonna grab my water. It's down here. Yeah, I'm feeling lethargic today, to say the least. But did my weights routine, got through that. I even, for the last set on my weights, I put it up by 1 plate. So for me, a plate, or what you want to call it, for me on my machine is 12 pounds, or 12-ish pounds, 5.5 kilograms. So I just did. Man, I did 1 set of that. Oh man, just to finish off with. God, the lighting. Oops, I've just done something. Clear those. Yep, OBS Streamlabs is running. Yep. Right. I'm gonna get going. I'm starting to feel hungry. I feel a little bit sickly. Actually, just give me 1 second. I'll be back. Oh, okay. So I'm just going to start here because I'm feeling like I don't want to do cardio. Well, it's like I do want to do it, but I'm starting to feel a bit bleh. I've only had 1 meal today. I've only eaten, besides I had a pre-workout with my creatine as well. So I'm running off, the meal I had was about 550 calories, and it's just coming up for 530. So starting to feel a little bit, and I've just done my weights, so I'm feeling a little bit jellified in the old legs. God. Also, that pain in my ankle that I spoke about the other day is still there. It still hasn't gone, so we'll see how it goes. But yeah, just thought I'd pop on again, and I know nobody comes to these streams, which is fine. I've only got like 20 subscribers or something. But like I say, it's just a diary, isn't it, as well? You know, you can look back on these in the future. So yeah, I'm being a bit more, I don't know if the word is thorough, diligent. Maybe thorough is the correct terminology. I'm starting to be a bit more careful with writing down calories and tracking them better, because I feel like not that I'm eating like crap or anything like that and junk food, it's just, I feel like I don't know. Like I said in the not yesterday stream, the day, was it yesterday or the day before? The day before yesterday, so that would have been Tuesday. I was talking about that my weight has kind of been hovering around the same, give or take like 4 or 5 pounds in the last, like, coming up for 2 months actually, since December. So I want to start being a lot more thorough. I sort of think, it seemed to be over Christmas, New Year, kind of fell into a habit of, well, I was just drinking too much alcohol, and it's kind of stuck with me, and I was just trying to cut it out, basically. Not completely, because I don't need to cut it out completely, but I think it just became a little bit too regular. Not drinking loads, but the problem is, if you drink alcohol, and when I do have a drink, sometimes it's just of an evening, I have a few cans, play some games, chill out. But then the problem with that is you get hungry, and then the next day maybe you don't want to feel like doing your exercises. So even though I have been keeping up with it, for example, I worked it out, when was it, the other day? Can't remember what day it was, but I had one of those evenings, had a few beers, streamed over on Twitch, playing some games, and then I get hungry and I'm drunk, end up making like a meal which is like maybe nearly 700 calories. And then you got to add all the calories from the beer as well. And I worked it out myself, and it was like, God, I'm like overeating by like over 2,000 calories, or over consuming. So, and it all adds up. You do that a couple of times in a week, before you know it, you know. So I need to dial it in a bit. So that's what I'm doing, and that's why I'm writing stuff down. But naturally, just cutting down the drinking a bit. I mean, I'm not like an alcoholic or anything. I'm not sitting here drinking all day or craving alcohol all the time. But I am known, you know, of an evening to have some beers, chill out, play some games and stuff like that. So, which I have been doing all throughout this whole journey. But I just think over the last month or so, well, Christmas, you know, now, it's just become a bit more too frequent. And yeah, and I've been sort of, I was walking around yesterday or the day before, whenever it was, just talking to myself, going, how can you, like, I was wondering, because as many times over the last couple of months, I'm like, why is it staying around the same, and and I just kind of didn't really take into consideration everything. So I got a bit angry at myself. So yeah, I'm trying to dial it in. So I mean, it would be worse if I just didn't do any exercise. I've still been keeping up with it, but I'm basically cancelling everything out because I'm consuming too much, aka calorie surplus. So also, I'm wearing the same messy vest from the other day. There is a thing such as a washing machine. Always had this paranoia about that, because I used to watch streamers, like you used to watch like gaming streamers, and if they streamed 2 days in a row and they wore the same t-shirt, people are like, oh, why are you wearing the same t-shirt? I wear the same t-shirt on multiple days. It's not dirty, you know. But also there's such thing as a washing machine. So I always have this thing about, see these streamers, and I feel like their streamers feel like they have to, you know, wear different clothes all the time so they don't get called out on it. I used to watch people who used to do live streams, and then they say if they had to go away, they pre-record stuff. So they pre-record maybe 4 or 5 videos to put up in their, I don't know, say they're away for a week, 2 weeks or whatever. And they pre-record videos, and then every video, because they've pre-recorded them one after the other, but they're going up on a separate day. So say they're going for a 2-week holiday, they do 7 videos or 6 videos, and each video goes up every other day. But they recorded those videos all in one, so they're going to be wearing the same clothes every day. But for the people watching, the stupid people, they go, oh, why is he wearing the same stuff? Not considering that they probably, well, they would have pre-recorded them in bulk. They, oh, you're wearing the same clothes since last week. So you see, like, I remember watching people before, and like, oh, by every start of every video, they'd be like, oh, by the way, I've gone away at this point, so the videos you're seeing are maybe wearing the same stuff because it's all recorded the same day. But most of people can't even, I don't know, it's just something I used to find odd that people used to point out, that the person used to wear, may have the same t-shirt on for 2 days or something like that. But I need some energy today. I don't feel up to this at all, if I'm honest. I'm finding it really difficult. I've got sort of like a brain fog. Counted all my calories yesterday to the best of my best I could. I had these reduced calorie, reduced fat burgers. Really nice, by the way. And I was that kind of conscious about trying to accurately count my calories. So I've made the burgers, right? Obviously, you have the buns. So I made 2 burgers. This is a full meal for me, by the way. So 2 burgers, two buns, lettuce, and then I have reduced fat cheese, mayonnaise, red onion, and jalapeno, because I just love the jalapeno with the cheese and the burger and that. And then even to the point, I've got a little weighing scale for the kitchen. I even got a plate, put it on the scales, and then zeroed it so it didn't count the weight of the plate, obviously. And I squirted the mayonnaise onto the plate to weigh it. Was it 30 grams of it? I can't remember exactly. So I could get an accurate weight. Because normally if I put mayonnaise on, I use light mayonnaise. I just squirt it on. I'm like, oh, this doesn't really matter. This is how I think it was. I weighed the onions, I weighed the cheese, and okay, I was gonna weigh the jalapenos, but for like the whole jar, it was like 100 calories or something. So I was not having a whole jar. The jar's like that, crammed full. So I didn't weigh the jalapenos. I only have like 5 jalapenos on each burger. I mean, you're talking a couple of calories each, or for the 5 each on each burger. So anyway, the whole day yesterday, maybe this is why I'm feeling a little bit lethargic. The whole day yesterday, according to my calculations, as accurately as I feel like I could do that, it was like 1,700 calories. I had 2 meals. 2 meals, then I had like a shake or a protein shake with my creatine in. So, I guess you can call it 3 meals. Maybe that's why I'm feeling a little bit lethargic today, just because I didn't really eat a lot yesterday. So, yeah. Plus, like I say, when I fell asleep at whatever point this morning, it felt like I just woke up and I was like, bloody hell, my head just felt like, I don't know how to describe it. It's almost like, I don't know, I was going to describe it as a sound, but it's not like I've got a sound in my head. I'm not crazy yet. No, it's like, it felt like, I don't know, just weird. Your head just feels like fuzzy, and my eyes couldn't focus properly. Cloud, I guess it's brain fog. So, yeah, my arms feel pumped as hell. Jesus. And my chest. Oh. But yeah, weighed myself yesterday and I was at 322, which is 6 pounds more than what it was like 3 weeks ago. Now I'm pretty sure I haven't put on 6 pounds of fat. There's going to be some there because I've been taking creatine, so obviously I'm going to be retaining more water. But yeah, I was sort of like, you know, I need to dial it in a bit because I want to get down to 300 pounds. I want to be down, so my birthday's April 26th. I want to be down to at least 300 pounds by then. So I've got just over 2 months to lose, well, according to the scales yesterday, 22 pounds. So if you work that out, it's over 2 pounds a week, roughly. Is that 2 pounds a week? 8, 16. Yeah, about 2.5 pounds a week. Which I know I can do. Just trying to stay consistent. But the biggest thing for me is, I'll be completely honest, is drinking too much, too regularly. And like I say, it's not even so much just the calories from the alcohol, It's when I've had alcohol I end up eating, so it compounds. Like the other day, like I said, for example, there's at least roughly 2,000 calories over what I would normally eat or consume in a day. Actually, probably a lot more than that, really, maybe 2,500, to be completely honest. And I think it's better to be honest, you know. I'll admit it when I've not been pulling my weight, so to speak. Because I'm still doing the workouts. I was lifting weights for probably about an hour and 20 minutes, something like that maybe. And then I'm hoping if I can, I think I need that second wind to happen because I'm feeling quite just right now. Plus I'm very dry all the time. I think what I'm going to have to start doing is not taking my creatine. I don't know if this makes any difference. I know you can take, I don't think this is it. Because I know you can take creatine whenever, doesn't matter. But majority of the time, I'm taking it before I do my workout with my pre-workout. I've noticed I'm constantly dry. I got dry mouth. I don't know if it's because of that. I drink plenty of water a day, at least sometimes 2 of these, which is, there's 2 litres in this. So sometimes I'm drinking 4 litres of water a day, which is a fair amount. Now I do know that working out, obviously I'm expelling water, and then now with the creatine as well, which makes you, with the water in your muscles and stuff like that. So, but yeah, I ain't half been feeling very dry. So what I'm going to do is, I don't know if it is this, but I want to try it, is I'm going to start taking my creatine post-workout, just to see if it is that, but I don't think it is. I think it might just be having the creatine in general, maybe doing that, I don't know. But it's been seven days now since I started taking creatine. I took it every day. Well, there may have been one day that I didn't. No, sorry, I've took it, so yeah, it's been 8 days. And I've took it seven days out of the 8. So, and I definitely notice a difference with lifting, and post-lifting I feel like my arms just feel solid. I know I'm still extremely fat, obese, morbidly obese, I get it. But I'm on about, I can feel it, you know, I can feel it. My chest, my arms, my back. Maybe not so much my back, but because I feel like I can do a lot more with my back. I do bent over rows, and I do lat pull downs, but I've mentioned before about my lateral pull down part of my machine. I can't get my arms, I can't get the full range. So I don't think I'm doing it. I'm doing something obviously, but I'm not doing it correctly in that way because I can't get the full range of motion because it's my arms are too long or things too short, whichever way you want to look at it. So all it needs to be is maybe just a little bit higher and it would be fine, but it is what it is. Obviously doing that is doing something. It's just I feel it, but I don't feel it as much. So this pain in my ankles starting to creep in. I don't know if I can do the hour today, you know. I'm only at 15 minutes and I'm already feeling like I've done in 45 minutes. Now my cat is, I don't know if you can hear that. My cat is barfing up a fur ball right now. I bet I know which one it is. I've got a long haired cat and a short haired cat. So you think it's the fur. You think it'd be the long furred cat that barfs up the hairballs and does that. No, it's a short haired cat because he's got this weird habit of licking weird things. So he'll like lick the floor and stuff like that. I don't know why he does it. So I bet you it's him. I don't know if that's getting picked up on the camera. It's very loud. Picked up with the mic on my phone. But oh dear. And there goes one cat attacking the other cat, like he always does. He didn't even attack him, he does this weird mounting thing on his back and grabs him by his neck and just goes, "Rah!" I don't know why he does it, because they've both been neutered. Here he comes. Oi, you! Leave him alone. Bloody weirdos. I swear I've got the weirdest cats ever. But yeah, I'm really struggling today. Like, pretty bad, if I'm honest. I'll see what happens when I get to 30, around, I'll have a better idea when I get close to 30 minutes. I'm just feeling tired, lethargic, and my bloody ankle still. I had paracetamols and stuff, and I just don't know what causes it. It's been happening for years now, and I spoke about it before, but it's meant to be to do with a vitamin deficiency, or vitamin D deficiency. And for a time, it seemed to be the case, because I was taking supplements. I'm still taking supplements. It just randomly comes on, and it's, they ain't half annoying. 1 minute it can be bearable, and then a couple hours later it can be to the point where I can't even walk on it. So I don't know. What I'm going to try, I just whacked my watch. It's not good. Oh dear Jesus. Oh dear Jesus. I'm not even religious. Especially when people say, oh Jesus, like that. I wonder where that came from. Why it became that people say that, oh Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Like things like that. Weird when you think about it, isn't it? Blasphemy, is that what they call it? Samson, you leave him alone. I need this second wind. Grab some of this water. Just trying to think what I'm going to have to eat this evening. Contemplating making some jacket potatoes. Or baked potatoes, whichever one I call them. Baked potatoes, maybe some tuna mayonnaise. I like tuna mayonnaise on baked potato, red onions, lettuce, maybe for a cheeky couple of jalapenos in there, bit of cheese, because I am ready. Actually, I don't really feel that hungry, to be honest, when I come to think about it, but yeah. Struggling. I'm struggling. Yeah, I don't know if I can get to the hour today. I don't know. What I'm going to do actually is I'm going to stick a YouTube video on and just try and get through it. It's one of those days where I'm just going to go try and get through the motions of everything. Some days I feel like sometimes you have to do that. Just get through it. It's just one of those days where I enjoy doing my workouts, like I really do, but there's just some days where you just have to get through it, and one of those days It's one of those days for me. That's fine. No, I did not want to wish that. No. No, I pressed the wrong one. No. So yeah, got an earpiece in now, watching some videos to try and get through this. Oh, pardon me. Oh, this ankle. Jesus. Oh. No, adverts. Skip. Oh, this pain in my ankle. Jesus Christ. Rough. Sorry, I'm trying to walk through this pain, but it's tough right now. But I'm determined to get to the hour, but I'm just, it's really sore. I'm trying. It's one of those days, man. Oh. Now I'm starting to get hungry. Stomach's like, food, baby. Started working out at 3:30ish today. It is now 6:05. So I'm roughly 2.5 hours in. And according to the watch, got 20 minutes left on this. I'm gonna get through it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get to the hour now, but this ankle of mine is killing me. It's really painful. well, I say it's really painful. It can be a lot worse, but yeah, it's not comfortable, let's put it that way. Oh. crazy to think that some people, sorry, I was watching a video about some crap about losing belly fat by not being on a diet or doing exercise. All you gotta do is rub your belly every day. First of all, that's nonsense. Second of all, you can't spot reduce. So, you can't spot reduce fat. It's crazy what people believe. Hair in my mouth. Get it out. Ten minutes. Ugh. Seven minutes. Jesus. Nearly there. This pain in my ankle though, I can't believe I managed to get, well, I'm going to get to the hour. This pain in my ankle is really bad. I'm just hoping it goes now because it's been there for over a week. Where are we at? 55 minutes. Not left, obviously. Well, that's obvious. Oh man, I'm running off pre-workout and creatine right now. But oh Jesus, I'll be ready to have something to eat. Having less than 600 calories today. And time is it? 8:22. Sorry, 6:22, not 8:22. Nearly 3-hour workout. Kind of there or thereabouts. I took 5 minutes. I took 5 minutes in between lifting and this because I had to set up the stream or whatever. But yeah, basically 3 hours. Right, near enough. Pretty good. Get in there. 3 minutes. Go on. So these are the good times because I've been feeling quite lethargic today. Like just not like Oh, let me pause this video. Let me pause this video and take this earpiece out because I can't hear myself think. But being lethargic, just feeling brain fog all day, it's these days where it's really good to just go through the motions. Now, it's not good to go through the motions all the time because you need to enjoy what you're doing. And I enjoy doing this. I enjoy lifting weights. But there's some days where, like, if you just get through it, and then when you're at the end of it, which I am nearly there, I cannot read what the hell that says. That is very small for my eyes. Less exercise, more calorie. I don't know what it says. Less exercise, more calorie restriction. I've gone. Oh no, I know what I'm doing. I've lost over 120 pounds in the last year. So I know what I'm doing. 3 hour exercising is not bad. I only do an hour cardio and lift weights for an hour and 20 minutes. So it's less than 3 hours. So I should try Atkins. Now, the diet I've been doing and my workout has been perfectly fine for me in the last year. So it's just that today, it's just one of those days where 345 to 210. I mean, that's good, whatever works for you. But for me, I started off at 431 pounds. So, and I'm 5'10". I've been doing it since January of last year. So I'm 13 months in. I'm around 120 pounds down, roughly, give or take. I'm not over exercising or anything like that. It's just that for me personally, it's one of those days where I've struggled to get not the motivation, but I've just felt lethargic. But these days for me personally, so I'm talking about my experience, these are some of the better days, because once you get to the end of your workout, you feel better. Because for me, I feel fantastic now, because 3 hours ago, the thought of me lifting weights and then doing this was like, oh God, I don't want to do it today, because I didn't feel like doing it, just because I'm just having one of those days. And it's happened, you know, it happens to everybody. But for me, getting up and doing it and getting to the end, for me is sometimes more rewarding, because you're like, oh, let's see, you can do it. And to be persistent. And it goes to show that you can do stuff if you just put your mind to it. So for me, days like these are sometimes more rewarding than other days, because I didn't feel like doing it today. So yeah, that's basically what I'm saying. But I've tried all sorts of diets in the past. Atkins diet, ketogenic diet. Well, that's basically it. Then now I'm just doing calorie deficit. Calorie deficit and working out 3 to 4 times a week. That's basically it, and that's been successful for me in the last 13 months. And it will continue to be successful for me in the coming, whatever, how long, you know, it takes me to get down to a weight which I am happy with. So, but yeah. Exercise drives hunger. Exercise once you get closer to a goal. Well, if that works for you, that's fine. But for me, what I've been doing has been working, so I'm going to stick with what I'm doing. I think you got to remember that everybody's different. So what you may think or what you may work for yourself may not work for me. For example, I tried the ketogenic diet a few years ago. I lost a whole bunch of weight in a very short period of time. Now coming to understand that was most of it was, not all of it, but most of it was water weight, because on a ketogenic diet you lose a lot of water. But also it was horrible for me personally, because not having any carbs was a nightmare. I was pretty much lethargic all the time, and it put me off being able to do stuff like this. There's no way back then on the ketogenic diet I would be able to do what I do now. But yeah, 6 months ago I can't do what I put it this way. About 8 months ago I couldn't even walk 5 minutes on a flat. Now I'm walking on a 9% incline, 3 mile an hour for at least an hour a day. Well, 5 days a week I do cardio. Lift weights 3 to 4 times a week. So it's been working for me, so I'm happy. But I'm basically just saying that sometimes it's okay to have those days, in my opinion, where you don't feel like it, but just getting through it. It's good to have those days where you go through the motions. Hence today, I'm just going through the motions, but now I feel fantastic about it because I'm too busy talking. I'm done. Yeah, my point is, I just think it's okay to have those days. It's okay to have those days where you don't feel like you can do as much as the day before or whatever. I'm the kind of person who's very negative, so I suppose you're new here, so I appreciate you stopping by the way. I don't have anybody, nobody comes to these live streams, but it's more to archive my journey, you know, plus it helps me along, gives me a bit of motivation. Plus, if anybody sees it and gets motivation, I always say that about the videos, and that's fantastic. It doesn't cost me anything. So, but yeah, no, it's just one of those days where I felt like I didn't want to do anything. But here we are, basically pretty much 3 hours later, and I'm done. So, yeah, where are we at? Done. Whew. So. Exercise when you're close to the goal. But you guys say, you got to remember, I've been doing this. I didn't start off working out for 3 hours. How long though you're going to train like an Olympian forever routine for you? Well, I'm not training like an Olympian. 60 minutes of steady state cardio and lifting weights for an hour and 15 to an hour and 20 minutes a day, or 4 days a week is not training like an Olympian. I'm just, you got to understand, I didn't start off working out for 3 hours. I started off working out for maybe 15 minutes, if that. I've been progressively over the last 13 months, got to where I am now. If you were to see me go, if you're interested, I've got a video on my channel. It's my year update. You'll see it, and I show you. I'm not training. How am I training like an Olympian? You tell me. I'm like 300, somewhere between 316 and 320 pounds right now. How the hell am I training like an Olympian? That's an insult to Olympians, I'm sure. I don't think working out for 3 hours, 4 times a week, and I've progressively got to this point over 13 months, that's bad. Plus, I'm comfortable with it. It's not like it's a problem. Nearly 99% of the time, I'm fine. But the problem is, just today, I was feeling more tired than normal, that's all. Plus, I've got a really bad ankle. So doing my cardio because cardio is a big part for me. Lifting weights is an extra. Cardio and not a strict diet, but a reduced calorie diet or calorie deficit has helped me lose the weight that I have so far. So, but lifting weights is just extra. I don't lift heavy. I don't really do I don't know. I don't do a crazy routine. I just do a routine that I've made up myself. Nowhere near. I mean, I don't know how Olympians lift, but I'm pretty sure they're not doing, I don't know, 5 sets of 10 reps of barbell curls at 27 kilograms. You'd be insanely ripped out the fat though. Well, that's the point, isn't it? I need to lose the fat, so that's why I'm doing cardio. That's the point. I don't want to be insanely ripped, I just want to be normal. See, I think the problem is you don't know where I started to where I am now. That's the problem, and that's not your fault. But anybody would be insanely ripped without the fat. So they do less though. Yeah, probably a heavier weight. Plus, you can't. Okay, I'm not having this conversation. It's a stupid conversation. I do not train like an Olympian. That is an insult to Olympians. Jesus. I mean, what you say I'm training like an Olympian. What Olympian? Olympian swimmer? Olympian high jumper? Olympian what? Olympian weightlifter? Have you seen what Olympian shot putter? Olympian javelin thrower? What am I training like? I literally do an hour and 15, an hour and 20 minutes lifting weights. and 60 minutes on steady state cardio, 3 mile an hour. How's that? Training like, if I was training like Olympian, I still wouldn't be 300, around 318, 320 pounds. I've been losing roughly 2 pounds a week. Yeah, roughly 2 pounds a week, which is a 7,000 calorie a week deficit. So, but yeah, I started off at 430 plus pounds, 30 stone. I don't know where you're from. I don't know what that is in kilograms, because I only do my weight in kilograms when I'm lifting weights. But as it comes, I know it's 2.2 something pounds in a kilogram, so you can work it out. But I was 430 plus pounds start of January last year. So what I'm doing is fine. It's just I have days where, like any normal person, which I'm pretty sure it's fine, it's okay. I just have days where I don't feel I have the energy. But here we go. I just put my mind to it and I've finished. And like I said before, my main point is, and I've said it in many of my videos in the past, when I've done live streams or if I've recorded videos, is days like these for me where I tend to feel more proud and more energetic after the fact, because I didn't feel like doing it in the first place. Now, I've had times where I don't feel like doing it for other reasons, mental health issues or whatever. But today I just felt lethargic, that's it. But took my pre-workout, went through the motions, which is fine, and here we go. That's what I'm saying. You don't know how the body works, rip the fat off through diet, then build muscle to boost metabolism. I'm just trying to lose weight. I've only been practicing calorie deficit and exercising. That's it. And it's working for me. I ain't a bodybuilder. I'm not a weightlifter. I'm not a Mr. Olympia, obviously. I'm not an athlete. I'm not an Olympian. I'm not a sports person. I'm just a guy who's had weight issues his whole life. And he got to a point through clinical depression, anxiety, and suicidal tendencies that I got to 430 plus pounds where I couldn't even walk from one room to the other without feeling like I'm going to collapse. That's where I was at. Now, my point is, sometimes it's okay to have days where you don't feel like doing it. That's all I was saying. I don't care about all that stuff, you know? I'm not looking at all the, like people do macros, oh, I need to have this many carbs, this much fat, this much salt, this many this many that. No, I just look at calories, I eat good food, low calorie, high protein foods, do my exercise 4 times a week. Sometimes I do cardio 5 times a week, which is just 60 minutes walking on this, steady state, and it's working for me. That's all it is. Simple as that. That's all I'm saying. But anyway, let me take this watch off because it's. I need to get something to eat. I haven't had much to eat today at all, so I need something to eat, which I'm going to do. Where's that gone? So I'm going to do once I finish this. But yeah, you have to systematically attack it. I don't know what the hell that means. I'll be honest with you. I don't understand the whole. I'm just doing what I'm doing. And it's working. It might not work for other people, but it works for me. I'm not trying any diet. I'm not nothing. I'm just eating better and exercising. And that's what's working for me. And that's that really. Nothing else to say about it. Just for, like I say, for example, here's an example for you, which I tried. Some people do fasted workouts, right? Some people believe doing fasted workouts is better for you. You lose more weight. That's, for me, is a load of nonsense. Doesn't matter. In my opinion, it doesn't matter. But some people do work out better fasted. If that's what works for them, do what you want to do. I tried working out fasted, and I noticed that I was not. My performance wasn't as good as it would have been if I would have had something to eat during the day beforehand. But that's just me personally. If you, for example, said to me, oh, I'm on the ketogenic diet and I think it's fantastic, I can be on the ketogenic diet, I've been on it for 10 years and it's worked wonders for me. I tried the ketogenic diet, it didn't work out for me. I tried it for a couple of months, I couldn't do it anymore. So everybody's different, that's all I'm saying. And I'm not trying to be, I don't go to gyms, I don't look at PBs, I'm not trying to get 1 rep maxes or whatever the hell all that gym bro, whatever all that bodybuilding nonsense is. To me, I'm just a guy. I'm a 34, nearly 35-year-old guy who got into a really bad place, and now I'm trying to do something about it. And what I'm doing so far is working. It's basically it. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. And so that's why, yeah, say the fasted thing. That's just an example. And people do. Food addiction doesn't stop unless you find the root. Just because some people believe in magic doesn't make it real. Food addiction doesn't stop unless you find the root. Who's talking about food addiction? I'm not a food addict. Just because somebody, I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea what you're on about. A food addiction doesn't stop unless you find the root. Who said anything about food addiction? I didn't say anything about being addicted to food. I mean, you're not wrong what you say, but I personally have not stated that I was addicted to food. Denial much man. How is it? What do you mean denial much man? Are you? Do you know what? Do you know what? Do you know what it is? I've got an idea right now. Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay. £450. No, it's about £430. But you know, you do realise that I ate crap. I was quite clearly in a calorie surplus, and I drank too much alcohol, and I didn't do anything. I didn't move at all during the days. So yeah, if you want to call that addicted to food, but I wasn't sitting there like you know, these 600-pound women you see on blokes where they're like sitting like Jabba the Hutt, you know, just ordering 10,000 calories worth of takeaways a day. I was obviously in a calorie surplus, but for once you didn't even know how long it was the period of time I put on all that weight. I never once mentioned I was you look up the addiction, the food addict. Look up what a food addict is. I wasn't a food addict. And I think it's very rude you come in here and tell me I'm being denied. I've been doing videos on YouTube now. Not many people watch, but I've been doing it since March last year. You go and check, and you see that I have never ever denied anything, and I've always been honest because I've always said. You see these people online. So, for example, the reason why I started making YouTube videos about weight loss. What do you think the reason was? I'm going to ask you, what do you think my reason was that I started making videos on YouTube? What do you think it was? If I'm in such denial about my weight gain, I literally just told you that 13 months ago I was 430 plus pounds. If you can't stop eating certain foods, then what do you mean? When did I say anything about I can't stop eating certain foods? You don't know anything about my diet. I don't understand what you're trying to say. You don't know anything about what I eat. So how can you say that I have a food addiction? Self-esteem? No. Not for self-esteem. What spurred me on to make this YouTube channel? Have you heard of a YouTuber? I think her name is Amberlyn. So Amberlyn Reed or something, right? And it was this girl. I don't know who she was, but I came across at some point, and she's doing weight loss for, I don't know, years. She made a weight loss channel. Here's my weight loss journey. And she was going online and she was saying, oh, I don't know how I'm putting weight on. I've eaten this today, and she's eating tubs of ice cream at night and stuff like this. And she's like, oh, I don't know how I put weight on. Well, quite clearly she's in a calorie surplus, because what she was doing is she was starting her day off and going, oh, look, I'm eating this protein bar. It's only got 200 calories in it. Then later on at night, she's starving and she's eating a whole bunch of crap, and she's wondering why she's putting weight on. It turns out she ended up putting like 200 plus pounds on in her journey, or even more than that, right? And I was like, you know what? She's sending a bad message, because obviously people are watching that, and basically people want to see people fail. The people don't like seeing a success story. They rather see somebody fail and do something wrong. But she was always in denial. She was like, oh, I don't understand why. There was another guy as well I came across who said, oh, I put loads of weight on, but I don't understand why. I'm a vegan. How am I putting weight on? This guy was promoting that just because he's vegan, he shouldn't put weight on. But no, he was in a calorie surplus. It's as simple as that. So my thing was, she gets paid to eat. It's a crappy fetish. Yeah, I know, but okay, well, whatever. If people want to pay her to eat and die early, if she thinks that's good, you got other guys, like that Nick Ocado guy, gained over, just because he was getting money for it. If that's what it is, then fine, do what you want. But what my point is, I was recording videos to myself every week from when I first started this, just to myself, not for anybody to see. Because for me, it was like every Monday I would check in and just talk to a camera. And then it was to document it. After seeing this stuff online, I was like, you know what? If I make a YouTube channel, first of all, it's helping me because it's going to be part of my journey, right? But if someone wants to watch it, and I've had comments where people are saying, oh, you've gave me inspiration and stuff like that. That's a bonus, but I didn't make it for that. But I made it because I just feel like it helped me. And I've always said that. It's for my benefit. But if anybody wants help, or I can only say what I've done, and I can show it. Go if you want. Go and look back. I'm not trying to promote my channel. I don't care. I'm just saying, go and have a look back at my videos from when I started doing this. There's no way you would have seen me doing this. They're actors. They are faking it for views, preying on people who felt that because they can say, well, at least I'm not bad as her. Well, they're not faking that they're gaining 200-300 pounds though, right? And give themselves really bad heart conditions and health conditions or whatever. But screw them, I don't care about them. They do what they want. I'm just saying that's what made me go, why don't I put myself out there? And it was a very hard thing for me to do. Look at my first video I made. You can just see, I was nervous. I have an anxiety disorder, so just doing that was very tough for me to do. But I thought it was a step for me, that's all. But yeah, but I don't like the fact you've come in here and said that I am what do you say? You said that I am in denial. I'm not in denial. I've been very honest, and if you would have watched any of my other videos, you would know that I'm always very honest. If I've messed up, I'll tell you I've messed up. For example, I've talked about over the last couple of live streams that I've done, I've sort of let myself go a little bit over the end of December up to recently. Because I ended up, for me, I'm doing the exercise and stuff still, but I've been drinking too much alcohol of an evening. And not too much, but it's more regular. So I'm trying to cut that out. I'm honest about that. Because I've been wondering why my weight's been hovering around the same. And then I had to check myself basically, hold on a minute, you need to cut that out or think it down. And that's what I'm doing. That's me being honest. I'm not in denial about anything. So I don't appreciate you coming in here and you don't know me and you say stuff like that. You're just trying to help me. If your heart doesn't care if it's muscle or fat, truth hurts, man. Okay, you're just a troll. You're just bored, and I can't be asked. Thanks for stopping by though and giving me something to talk about, because nobody comes in these videos. So, but that's not what this is for. I don't know what you're talking about, and you quite clearly do not listen to anything I say. So I'm going to go because I'm hungry, and I'm not going to waste my time talking to a troll. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I'm going to go and eat and take a shower because I stink. Goodbye.